Yo guys, welcome back to another video where today we are going to be doing a FIFA 18 Premier League transfer rating predictions video. So in my spare time, what I did is I just created some cards which of the transferred people or the transferred players of the January summer transfer window already. So we're about a week into the transfer window, well, just over a week, 9 days in. And yeah, there's been a few interesting transfers which have happened already. So we're going to be running through 11 of those transfers today in the Premier League. And yeah, let's get straight into it. Okay guys, so the first transfer is going to be Nathan Ake, who's gone from Chelsea to Bournemouth on a permanent deal. And I'm pretty sure this deal was, well, the fee for the deal was about £20 million. So for Bournemouth, that's a lot of money. And for Chelsea, that's a decent amount for a very young player. But yeah, let's just go into his stats. So, overall, I put him as a 76 rated rare centre-back. So, I think he deserves this because for Chelsea, near the end of the season, and for Bournemouth at the beginning, he played really well. He, especially in the FA Cup for Chelsea, he was doing everything down the left wing-back position and in centre-back for Chelsea. And that's hence why I've given him the centre-back position for this card. I've given him a plus 10 shot upgrade, mainly because he's scored quite a few goals this year for Bournemouth and Chelsea, so I definitely thought it was worth a plus 10 upgrade. Plus 8 passing again because he made a few assists, and then the standard plus 2 and 3 and stuff like that for his dribbling, defending, physical and pace. So yeah. By the way guys, I'm going to put a poll in the top right hand corner and I want you guys to vote at the end to see what you think about if I got most of the players correct, some of them right, some of them wrong, or all of them, well, basically all of them wrong. So yeah, if you guys go and do that at the end of the video, but you guys need to go and watch all of the transfers to be able to do that. So yeah, let's go into the next transfer. Okay guys, so the next player is also moving from Chelsea to Bournemouth, but he is Asimir Begovic. So the fee for this was about £10 million, so it wasn't a bad deal for Bournemouth because he's a quality keeper for lower the table clubs. But for Chelsea, he has not done very well. So last year, he was probably, I would say, one of the downfalls of Chelsea's season in the 2015-16 season, but in the 2016-17 season, or the season which has just gone, Begovic only played 2 games. In those 2 games, the average goals conceded, according to Squawka, was 2.5. Okay, so, and he got average saves per game at 0.5 per game, saves. So to be honest, that's not very good for a goalkeeper. So yeah, personally, also considering the fact that he didn't really play for Chelsea much last year. In the FA Cup he did, in the 4th or 5th round, but apart from that quarter I went in goal because he was the important keeper. So I think Bournemouth, EA will give Asimir Begovic a -2 downgrade for his card, so he's not going to be as OP as he was this year. So I gave him -2 downgrade, of course. So I did -2 diving, -2 handling, -2 reflexes, -1 speed, and -4 positioning. And I think that's just about right for Asimir Begovic. Okay guys, so this time we've got a player going to Chelsea instead of leaving them. So, leaving Chelsea. So the player is, of course, Willy Caballero, the only confirmed signing as I'm recording this. Which is the 9th of the 7th, which is going to be the day which you guys are actually watching this as well. So, yeah, basically, he played for Man City last year. 17 appearances, 6 clean sheets, and the average, to be fair, he got an average claim success of 90%. Average saves per game is 1.5, and saves per goal is 2. So he didn't have a bad season. Well, he did, to be fair. He did have quite a bad season at the start because he had that period of not doing well at all, just giving the ball away carelessly and leading to Man City conceding. but for that reason I gave him a -2 downgrade. So I gave him -3 diving, -3 positioning, -1 reflexes, and -1 speed. But I did give him +1 handling, purely for the fact that he did have a 90% claim success rate. So yeah, Willy Caballero is going to be getting a 76 rated non-rare card for Chelsea next year. Okay guys, so the next player is also going to be leaving Manchester City again, and he is also Argentinian, and it's Pablo Zabaleta, who's going to be going to West Ham United. Well, he's gone to West Ham right now. So yeah, I gave him a -2 rated overall. So he's now an 80 rated player. I was debating whether to make him non-rare. At the end of like deciding, I kept him rare. But I did give him a pretty nasty hit in with his card stats. So I gave him -3 pace, so he's got 65 pace now, which is nowhere near usable. -4 shooting, -3 dribbling. So he just doesn't have a very good card at all right now. But yeah, Zabaleta going to West Ham United on a free because his contract did run out at Manchester City. Is interesting transfer for West Ham. I think he could possibly do well for West Ham. But yeah, let's move on to the next transfer. Okay guys, so the next transfer we're going to be staying in London, and we're going to be going for Said Kolasinac, who transferred from Schalke to Arsenal on a free transfer because his contract did expire at Schalke. So the 23-year-old was the first transfer for Arsenal this year because the agreed deal did actually take place on June, around like the beginning of June. So they secured the deal very quickly. So what I've done is I've given Said Kolasinac a +5 overall rated upgrade from his base card from when the game first came out, because it was 75 rated then, but his latest card, which was his latest like non-special card, was a 77 rated card, I believe. So it's a +3 upgrade essentially, but it's +5 from his base card at least. So I've given him +3 pace, +4 shooting, +3 defending, +1 physical, +2 dribbling and passing. So he looks like a very solid left back for the Premier League next year. And of course, he's a left back, not a left midfielder. Like, he made a mistake for that in the Bundesliga team of season. But hopefully, if he does get a team of season next year, they won't make that same mistake again. Okay guys, so the next transfer is going to be David Klaassen, who's gone from Ajax to Everton in the Premier League. So Klaassen got in the Eredivisie last year, and in all competitions actually, he played 52 games, got 18 goals and 12 assists, which for a central midfielder is not bad at all. So yeah, what I'm expecting for FIFA 18 is EA to keep him the same rated card, but just to give him a rare version of the card, because as you guys can see on the screen, the maximum stat boost which I gave him was a +2, so I don't really think that can like give you an upgrade, and he definitely doesn't deserve to be downgraded. So I thought he may as well just stay at 80 rated, and he's got a very decent card. To be fair, if his card is like that on FIFA 18, and if it does, he'll definitely be in a lot of cheap squads at the beginning of FIFA. So be sure to keep your eye out for him next year. Okay guys, so the next player in today's video is going to be Nilsson Lindelof, who's gone from Benfica to Manchester United for £31 million, which is a huge sum of money for a player who hasn't really been, like, no one really knows about him, to be honest. Like, Man United have been linked with him for a few transfer windows now, but he hasn't really done anything in Portugal to make him known in the Premier League, to many other people. So what I've given him is I've given him a +4 upgrade, +4 dribbling, +2 shooting, +2 defending, and +2 physical, as well as +1 passing. And as a result of that, I gave him a +2 overall upgrade to his card, so he's now an 80 rated rare centre back with 69 pace. So he's not a bad card. He'll definitely fit into quite a lot of Premier League squads, especially at the beginning of the year when everyone's so expensive. He would be quite cheap, so you could definitely put him in. So he will be a very cheap beast in FIFA 18. Okay guys, so the next player in this little predictions video is going to be Mohamed Salah, who's joined Liverpool from Roma for a fee of around £36.9 million, which is a club record fee for Liverpool. So for Liverpool, I think this will be a great signing because he's a very good player. Didn't really prove himself too much in the Premier League for Chelsea in the past, but I definitely think he's grown, gains more experience in Italy, so he's better than before and he's good then. So I definitely reckon he'll be a threat for Liverpool. So I definitely think it's a very good signing for them. As for his stats, I gave him a +1 upgrade because he doesn't really need any more pace. I gave him +3 shooting as he banged in a lot of goals for Roma in Serie A. Also gave him +2 passing, +2 physical and +2 dribbling, as well as +1 defending. And that resulted, as a lot of the other people, with a +2 overall rating increase. So he's now an 83 rated card for Liverpool, and he looks very decent indeed. Okay guys, so the third from last player in today's video is going to be Bernardo Silva, who formerly of Monaco has joined Manchester City for a fee of £43 million. And that's a pretty big sum, but for Man City it's basically nothing, as they can afford literally anyone they want to in the world of football right now. So we don't really care about real life, we only care about FIFA. Okay, so for his stats, I give him +3 pace, +4 shooting, 4 passing, and 2 physical and dribbling, as well as 1 defending, which gives him a +3 rating overall upgrade. So that gives him an 84 rated rare card for Manchester City, which will be a very interesting card to play with, I feel, because it'll be very similar to Riyad Mahrez of this year, like Mkhitaryan. So I think it'd be a very decent player. So let me know in the comments, brother guys, what you guys think about this Bernardo Silva transfer, and I'll respond to as many of you guys as possible. So yeah, let's go on to the penultimate player. Okay guys, so the penultimate player in today's video is going to be Alexandre Lacazette, who's joined Arsenal from Olympique Lyon for a fee of £52.7 million. Arsene Wenger has finally splashed the cash on Lacazette, and to be fair to Arsenal, they've been trying to buy him for a long time now, and it's a good signing. I reckon he's going to do really well in the Premier League because he's got this little, I just like the way he plays, because I've seen Lyon play in the Europa League a few times last year, and he looked very promising for Arsenal, even though he hadn't signed for them back then. He looked very good for Lyon. So in terms of the FIFA ratings for Lacazette, I have given him a +3 shot upgrade, so he's got 85 shooting now, as well as 80 physical, 75 passing, and 87 pace with 86 dribbling. And I also gave him a +3 defense, defense booster, because to be honest, that's all he really needs, because you don't really need defense when you're in attack. So overall, I just gave him a +1 upgrade because he's going to have a lot of room for informs, and EA, being EA, don't want to give him too high of a card at the beginning, so his team season won't be 98 rated or something. But yeah, 86 rated I think would be a fair rating for Lacazette the next season or next FIFA. So let me know what you guys think about this, and let's go on to the final player of today's video. Okay guys, so the final player of today's video, as I'm sure most of you would have been able to guess, is going to be Romelu Lukaku, currently still at Everton, but most likely is going to be a Manchester United player within the coming days. So Everton and Manchester United have agreed a deal of £75 million plus Wayne Rooney for Everton for Romelu Lukaku. I'm just going to let that sink in. £75 million. That's a lot of money for Romelu Lukaku. Bearing in mind, this guy only scores against small teams. It's just ridiculous to me. But anyway, we're just going to talk about his FIFA card. So, I gave him +2 pace, so he's got 84 pace now. I give him +3 shooting and passing. So he's got 82 shooting and 85 shooting, sorry, and 69 passing, with 86 physical, 35 defending, and 75 dribbling. +1 overall rating for Lukaku, which is kind of the same with Lacazette. If he does get like a team season, they want his normal card to be quite low, so he doesn't get too many special cards, so his team season isn't like 98 rated or something like that. So those are all of my predictions for today's video. If you guys have enjoyed this type of video, be sure to drop a like, it would be greatly appreciated. Let me know what league you would like me to do next, or if you want me to do this as a weekly series, I could definitely be able to do that for you. So yeah guys, thank you very much for watching today's video, and I'll see you next time. Peace out.